Okay guys, this has been incubating during the winter, and I'd really like to see how wet it is, because I know for a fact it's probably pretty wet, because all the rain comes down from here and it hits the pile and just keeps it soaked. See, the pile is just way too wet, so what I'm going to end up doing is mixing a lot more grounds in it. It's an easy fix. I'm just going to take a little bit of that, keep on turning it, because I don't want it too moist, even though that's something you want in Arizona, because it's never really that wet, but you don't want it too wet, or you get a lot of maggots. You see, getting some more of those soldier fly larvae and a bunch of fruit flies. So I've got to turn this matter over, but anytime it gets a little wet, just turn it over, add some browns in there so it can soak it up. Egg cartons, rip up egg cartons and throw them in there. That'll be an easy fix for you. Okay. About 42 right over here. That is not that great. So we're hitting mostly between 55 and 57. It should be like way higher than that. Yeah, we need it way higher. There's just not enough going on. If we don't get this temperature rising, then the little bugs can't do their work. Let's check about this one. This one gets a lot more sun, so, but there's just not enough decomposition going on. So we need to get this turned and get the soil moving, because it's only like 15 degrees higher than it is over on the or on the floor right here. So we really need to get the temperature up, and this pile is just way too soaked. That's a pumpkin from months ago. It hasn't really decomposed because it's been so cold, and this compost pile is really not being, sped up by all these processes. So we really need to start turning things and putting some more worms in here, trying to get this process sped up, because I need at least like a month or so for this to cure, and it's just not decomposing fast enough. Okay guys, so remember last week we turned up the compost, added some stuff in there. I just want to see if it's really decomposing any faster than it was with this new method of turning it once every week, which should do the trick, but let's check it out. There's so many fruit flies. Let's check it out. Got 52 degrees down here. There it's 79 or 77, so that is pretty good. It's a 25-degree difference. So this is working. It's decomposing a lot faster. There's more warmth. There are more fruit flies, so that's a good sign that it's decomposing faster. Anytime you see the bugs, just population just come up double basically, and it looks like it's decomposing. So that's a good sign. So we're gonna keep on doing this, and hopefully have some compost by the end of the winter, so we can put it in my garden and raise the elevation a little bit. Checking it right there. It's 80 in there. 84, 84. That's really good. Very good. Like, remember last week it was something like, I don't know, it was like 50 degrees outside and 60 in there, or whatever. It was just like a 10-degree difference. This time we're getting more like a 30-degree difference, so that is very good. And I'm seeing maggots and stuff in the compost, so not really, I don't like maggots, but it's a good sign that this is decomposing. So, things we've learned. turn your compost over once a week at least. Make your pile bigger during the winter. And that's basically it. So those are the only two things that I've really learned, but very big things. If you want to have successful composting during the winter, you've got to make the pile bigger to conserve all that warmth in there. And if you want it to decompose faster, you might just keep on turning it to make sure it's the same all throughout. So, pretty good idea. I've learned it from some guys online, but yeah, there's just so many fruit flies now.